Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Wanted Gaming. I'm your host, Wanted Man himself, Mr. Outlaw. And big shout out to Gamuzumi here for giving me this opportunity to play Sable's Grimoire. This is an interesting visual novel here. Been looking forward to playing this here, and I think everything's in order here. Music sounds good. Let's see, credits, routes, preferences. Let's see. I think we got a good volume here. I'll just lower it a little bit. Text speed a little faster there. It does ask here, because it does have some mature content here, and since we're Wanted Gaming here, we don't let anything hinder us from checking out mature content here, because we have a censor cat. And let's see, bad ending hints here. I'm not worried about that. We get a bad ending, we get a bad ending here, so which means we just got to start all over again. Pick up where we left off on that shot. All right, so let's go ahead and start this. Amadronia Academy, the alma mater of many of the greatest magi in the world. Ooh. A place of learning and discovery, a home to those who have powers beyond their understanding, a refuge for races oppressed by humanity. So this is Xavier's home for the gifted. Interesting. Notorious though as it may be, Amadronia Academy is a place where my kind can feel at ease. Oh, nice. But what am I? It is where we, the magic users, can band together and learn about our mysterious powers. Oh, so we are a wizard, Harry. Got it. Without fearing prejudice and backlash from the envious and scornful. It is a place open to all races, all ages, and all nationalities. Anyone who wields magic power, great or small, may become a student here. Okay. Does that mean I could be a wizard too? And for the next 3 to 6 years, I will be living among them. Must also have a college curriculum as well. As a mere human being, it is quite possible that I will not fit in here. Oh, I am a hummin. Nobody likes hummin for some reason. So, anyways, magic academies such as this are typically filled to the brim with demi-human races, many of which are gifted in the arcane arts. Compared to them, human beings are powerless. So few of us are capable of using magic to begin with, and even for those of us who can, we cannot measure up to the elite demi-humans. Oh, gee, I'm already feeling alienated, man. And I'm Mexican. Anyways, nonetheless, I plan to turn many heads during my time at Amadronia. That's right. You ever seen a vato who can use magic spells, man? It's like, blam, your car is gone. It's like, blam, your rims are gone. It's like, hey, I'm good at making things disappear. Anyways, natural ability is not everything. What I lack in raw power, I more than make up for in technique, understanding, and creativity. Yeah. There's not a sexual innuendo joke there. No sexual innuendo joke there whatsoever. I am definitely not going to point that one out. Mark my words, by the time I leave this academy, everyone will know the name Sable LeBeer. Oh, okay. Who is Sable LeBeer? Do we not know what we look like? Okay, fine. Anyways, I breathe a deep sigh as the fatigue leaves my body. Oh, we're at the train station. Closing my eyes, I stretch out my back and neck, which have grown stiff during my lengthy wait. Patiently, painstakingly, I have sat idly for the past hour or so, struggling to stay awake as I wait for my train. Sheesh, starting to feel like I'll never reach the academy. Or, what if the academy is just like in that one pillar, like in Harry Potter? I'm like, alright, fine. You're on the wrong platform, buddy. Anyways, my train was supposed to be here half an hour ago. What's the hold up? I glance up at the physical data terminal overhead and I silently complain. Its display, which is supposed to update in real time, yeah, like that ever happens. So the moment anything changes, it makes no mention of any delays or changes in schedule. As far as I can tell, my train should have already come and gone. There are no delays mentioned, and I'm definitely on the right train line. I'm not heading in the wrong direction either. On the other hand, I haven't seen anyone else wearing the academy uniform around here. Dude, am I the first one here, or am I just... Is it a coincidence? Is there some obvious explanation that is eluding me? Or is it the fact that I'm in a visual novel here that nobody is around this fucking station? Perhaps I better look a little deeper. I walk away from the other people on the platform, intentionally isolating myself. Once I'm far enough away that I can move around without bumping into anyone, I thrust my right hand out and turn my palms upward. Terminal! Possibly the most well-known and widely used spell in the world. Welcome back, Sable. How may I help you today? Recent search, documents, contacts. You want something more? Despite being considered a spell of advanced difficulty, Terminal is, for many, the first spell they learn, or at least the first spell they master. And it's no wonder why. Who wouldn't want a gateway to their own mind, not to mention the minds of others, always at their fingertips? Terminal is the weightless, translucent, ethereal equivalent of a personal computer. Just call it what it is, it's a stat screen! The data is all stored inside of one's mind, and by connecting to the minds of others, terminals allow people to communicate and to share information. As the number of people capable of using terminal expands, so too does the vast pool of information at our disposal. So it's the internet of the mind. I get it. It has become an invaluable tool, particularly for students, and as a result, the spell has naturally grown more and more popular. Oh, cool. Now then, let's see here. Train timetable. Okay, let's see. All station, destination, Amadrani Academy, ride before 9 a.m. Best match, 7:30 a.m. Central Station. Amadrani City. Swap trains at North Shore. Okay, tapping the air just before the floating screen in front of me. Search my own mind for the train timetable I viewed before leaving home. Okay, that's weird. I definitely didn't mix up the time or the train line. So where in the fornication is that train? Whoa, is that a terminal? I dispel my terminal and turn my head at a surprised shout reaches my ears. Like, hey, was that terminal? That was a terminal, right? Yes, that's right. And you are... Oh, show it to me! No, I mean, I already... Come on, show me! Okay, I'm gonna like this girl. She's kind of annoyingly cute, and I think I gave her the best voice. I unconsciously take a step back as the energetic girl in front of me pushes forward. Seeing her enthusiasm in full force, I breathe a sigh of resignation and raise my hand. Alright, fine, whatever. Terminal. Fine, take a step back. Nodding happily, the girl does as I say. So be it. It really is a terminal. Real life terminal in the flesh. No, terminals aren't alive, nor do they have any flesh. It's just a projection of... Hey, does this thing have any games on it? Oh, can you access the internet through this thing? Hey, stop that. Nobody plays Smash Brothers but me on this. I'm just kidding here, man. Usually my friends can play Smash Brothers all they want. My terminal disappears as the girl in front of me puts her hand through it. Oh, it's gone. I didn't break it, did I? No, what kind of idiot? You know, I stopped myself in mid-sentence. She, as foolish as the girl before me seems, I know that I shouldn't look down on her. She obviously is a little too excited about this whole magic stuff. There's nothing shameful about not knowing how a spell works. Can't call her an idiot for being unfamiliar with the workings of something considered to be an advanced technique. Let's see. Thinking that way, I sigh once more, then raise my head and look at her in the eye. Well, it isn't broken, or yeah, you broke it. You broke it. You broke my terminal. No, I'm not going to be a dick. I could, but just look in her eyes here. She looks really sad. I mean, like, oh. I was like, oh, what did I do? I didn't mean to. There. It isn't broken. You just disrupted the spell, that's all. I did something like that? That's right. Terminal is a useful spell, but the screen it creates is very fragile. That's why I stopped short of ever actually touching the screen. Watch. I separate from the girl and raise my hand once more, calling forth my terminal. The screen in front of me, I use my other hand to interact with the untouchable device, sending random commands to the screen as I demonstrate how the terminal is used. Oh, you're right. You didn't touch it, but it still reacted to your movement. There, now you're getting it. Terminals may be useful, but they're easily dispelled. So, although you don't have to worry about breaking them, it's difficult to maintain one for long. Oh, I see. So that's what terminals are like, huh? That's amazing! Joyful smile creeps onto the girl's face as she stares into my eyes. Just creep. That seems a little stalkery. I don't know. I don't like that. Maybe that's just me. Thank you. That was a very enlightening experience. I look forward to learning more from you in the future, senpai. Suddenly acting reserved and courteous, the girl lightly bows her head. Oh, don't worry about it. I became rather single-minded too when I see something outside my understanding, so I totally... Wait, senpai? You have no idea how glad I am you're here, senpai. And not just because I finally got to see a terminal up close for the first time. This is your first time seeing one? Okay. Oh. What kind of spells do you know? Before I saw you here, I thought I got in the wrong platform. But if you're here, that means the train must be going to Amaduroni Academy after all. I raise an eyebrow as I try to piece together the words of the peculiar girl in front of me. Wait, she a student? Well, it's true that I'm heading to the academy, and I've just become a student there. I'm definitely no older than this girl. Furthermore, today will be my first day at Amatronia Academy. It's far too early for anyone to be calling me their senior. Hey, senpai, listen, I got a question. I ruffle my hair with my hand as I shake my head. Without asking what she wants, I voice my own thoughts instead. You stop calling me that. I'm not your senior in any sense of the word. Aside from the knowledge pertaining to magic, apparently. Besides, why senpai? You don't look Japanese to me. Senpai, don't be rude. There's some things you just shouldn't say to a person. Even if you doubt somebody's background, you aren't allowed to call them out on it. Whatever. I don't agree with that at all, but I'm not about to get into an argument over this. Giving up a little fight, I shrug and move the conversation along. Oh, fine, let's say you are Japanese. I am Japanese! What quarter to be exact? Well, like that matters, man. I could be a quarter Indian. I've just never taken that 23 and up test. Well, even if that's the case, that isn't the only problem here. Oh no, it's 23andMe, right? I gotta wake up. Anyways, aren't we the same age? And this is the first time we met, right? So why are you calling me that? Oh, I see. You don't want me to call you senpai, huh? Well, I don't really care, but it's just a bit misleading and... Oh, no, I understand completely. Gosh, how could I have been so rude? I was so captivated I forgot to even introduce myself, let alone ask for your name. Completely misunderstanding my concern, the girl in me smiles brightly. My name is Ray Mikawa. Starting today, I'm a student at Amadronia Academy. Let's see, my hobbies include cooking and eating and food preparation and... Well, you do a lot of things in the kitchen, apparently. Your name's plenty. Save the full introduction when you get to class. And just how much do you like food, anyway? Stare at his stomach and run my eyes over the rest of her body. Hey, my eyes are up here! At a glance, it would seem that she's the type who eats a lot, but yet never puts on weight. I hate you! I hate that kind of person! I used to be that kind of person, now I'm not no more! Ah! I want to cry! I'll take out my frustrations later on in this game, throughout this playthrough, trust me. If I gotta keep looking at her stomach. Well, senpai, aren't you gonna introduce yourself? Or could it be you want me to call you senpai after all? Yeah, my apologies. My bad. I straighten up my back and put on a smile. My name's Sable. Like you, today will be my first day at Madronia Academy. Huh? What's with that shocked look? Yeah, it's my first day. Just like you. That means I'm not your senpai. Ray suddenly screams out in shock, drawing curious gazes from all around us. Hey, what the... You're only just now entering the academy and now you can already use advanced magic? Are you an elf or something? Do I look like I got pointy ears and a green tunic? No, I'm a human. I just practice and study a lot, that's all. Not that I could blame Ray for thinking otherwise. I may not be a powerful mage, but by human standards, I'm actually pretty high up there. Many demi-human races, such as elves and pixies, are known for being gifted at magic. Yeah. Anyways, their weakest and most feeble-minded kin are far more talented than even the greatest of human mages, to the point where the comparison is downright embarrassing. And yet, despite the significant gap between us, many of these exceptional races are also similar to human beings, at least in terms of appearance. Elves, for example, are most mistaken for human beings, and human mages are in turn mistaken for elves. Huh. Well, that's interesting. It is a common misunderstanding, and even though I personally don't take offense to being called an elf, there are many who feel quite differently. Perhaps I should strive to become a tad more observant from now on myself. From what I understand, Amadronia Academy is packed full of different kinds of demi-humans. I'd hate to cause a ruckus by accidentally offering them or misunderstanding their intentions. Wow, you're a human, and yet you're already learned advanced spells like Terminal. That's amazing! I stop zoning out and focus on Ray once more, only to find her staring at me with eyes filled with wonder and excitement. Why? Just because I learned a stat screen? Really? I don't know. I don't know. She actually thought that I could play Genshin Impact on this thing here, so I don't know. You look like my age, but we're totally different levels. You must be a prodigy or something. No, I wouldn't go that far. No, I'm nothing that special. I mean, like I said, I just study and practice a lot. It took me a long time to get to this level. Amadronia Academy is only strict requirement for entry is that a person has awakened as mage. As such, it's not unusual for people of differing levels to be in the same grade. So, what kind of magic spells does she know? Now I'm curious. I am very curious. What the heck does she know? Oh, let me see what she looks like. What? It's a cute little outfit. Anyways, the Academy doesn't appear to discriminate based on age, race, or natural ability either, so in some cases, elves who are 100 years old may study side by side with teenage humans like myself. Oh yeah, they just gotta look 17, right? It's a system which has come under fire often over the years, but despite the repeated criticisms, this old system still remains in place. Hey, wait a minute. How did you learn an advanced spell like Terminal without attending a magic academy? Did you have a tutor or something? No, nothing like that. I just didn't have anything better to do, so I devoted my free time to studying. Well, there's also the fact that I'm pretty obsessive. When I find something interesting, I just can't bring myself to turn away, you know? Oh, I know what you mean. Like when you see a kitty cat roaming around in the middle of the street, you wonder, does cat have a home? Or is it a stray? So you spend the rest of the day following it around? I guess that's one way to put it. I think your obsession is a little bit different than mine. Anyway, you're starting at Amadroni Academy too, right? That's right. Starting today, I'm gonna be a what-class cleric? Well, cleric? So you're specializing already. Although every mage is forced to learn the basics, we are inevitably given choices to make regarding what we want to study. After a person's first 3 years in academy, this comes to a climax, and we're told to choose a specific field of study. By our 6th year, we're expected to be ready to enter the workforce in that field. Well, that makes sense. It would seem that without having attended a single class, Ray has already decided that she wants to become a cleric, a healer who can save people even on the brink of death. You could also just become a nurse. But I guess if you want to be a magic nurse, we can go with that too. It's a noble profession, but not one which many people aspire towards. Really? That sucks. Anyways, I sure am. Why waste time dabbing when you already know what you want to do? Besides, I'll have you know I'm quite the expert when it comes to healing magic. Oh, that's rather surprising. She's got that cocky, it's like, I'm better than you, motherfucker. I hate that look. It's like, yeah. There aren't many people our age who can use spiritual magic effectively. Do you come from a family of healers? That's right. The women in my family have all been priestesses and nurses for generations. I'm the first one to use actual magic, though. No, don't go with the tee-hee tongue. No, not the tee-hee tongue. I stare in disbelief at Ray, the wannabe cleric who apparently doesn't understand the difference between healing magic and medicine. Coming from a family of nurses really isn't the same as being born into a lineage of spiritual magic practitioners. Does Ray not understand why this distinction is important, or is she doing this on purpose just to fuck with me? Shaking my head and once again gaze towards the physical data terminal hanging overhead. Seeing me stare at the device, Ray follows my line of sight. Huh? It still isn't here? If I were alone, I probably would have asked someone if I was in the right place by now. Well, I'm beginning to think that we should do that anyway. The timetable I looked up said the train should have been here a long time ago. There haven't been any delays mentioned, so... Stop mid in the sentence as I noticed that Ray's figure has disappeared from my side. Wait, where'd she go? When I locate Ray, I find her talking to a middle-aged man, seemingly asking him about the train timetable. Ray then speaks to a few more people, and after gathering enough information to satisfy herself, she faces me once more. I'm back! Did you miss me? Yeah, like a toothache. You were gone for less than a minute. Oh, no need to be shy. Just be honest and say you missed me. Yeah, she's gonna be adorable. So what did you find out? Are we in the right place? You totally missed me. God, what's that smug look for? Look, I only just met you here, man. You really think that I'm just gonna be that? I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to think about here, but you're not all that in a bag of chips. Just not letting up here. Ray continues to smirk proudly. I sigh and place my hand on my face. Oh, God damn it, man. I can't believe out of all the people that I gotta talk to here, man, you know, the intellectual conversation I'm gonna have with this girl, man, is just gonna freaking murder me. Alright. Asked a few people, and all they said was the train would be here shortly. Apparently most people are heading to the academy to get off at the platform before this one, since the express train skipped this platform. What did you just say? My eyes open wide as Ray's words register in my mind. Wait. I am on the correct train line. I did get the right time. I am heading in the right direction. But I transferred at the wrong station? Oh, son of a... How could I make this such a stupid mistake? I knew I should have distracted myself by studying on the ride over here. Oh, don't worry. We have plenty of time before the opening ceremony. Even if this takes longer, we'll still reach the academy with time to spare. The opening ceremony isn't a problem here. This is your first day too, right? I don't know about you, but I was planning on buying some spare uniforms and taking a look around campus. If we wait until after the ceremony, the place is going to be packed, and it'll be hard to get anywhere without bumping into anyone or getting pushed along. I don't understand. Have you never been to Amadronia Academy before? You should have already visited during your last month's orientation seminar, right? Wait, there was an orientation seminar? Okay, now I feel stupid. What? I received my letter 1 week before the seminar, didn't you? Amadronia Academy still sends out physical letters? Oh, what the hell is wrong with them? They're a prestigious badge academy for crying out loud, and I already gave them my terminal ID when I enrolled. How hard is it for them to send the notification to my terminal? That's how they notified me of my placement? God, it's so hard to do the same for matters such as this. Inwardly venting in anger, I feel myself becoming rapidly disillusioned. I never gave Amadronia Academy a mailing address since it wasn't listed as a mandatory field on the application. For that same reason, I assumed that they sent the relevant information directly to my terminal, like they have until now. If important information is going to be sent that way, why didn't they make a mailing address a requirement? Sable, are you okay? Sorry, I was just lamenting. Anyway, I guess it's not a big deal if everyone else has already seen the campus and I might be able to wander around freely after all. Do you want me to show you around? I've only been there once before, but I should know the layout of the campus better than you do. Yep, there's that smug look again. God damn it. Oh yeah. We're gonna get along famously, I swear. I wouldn't be so sure about that. I summoned forth my terminal once more, bringing up a map of the campus. Haha, terminal! Map, please! Ta-da! It's like, look what I can do! Whoa, is that the academy? Sure is. Most second-year students know how to use terminals, so it's not surprising that you can get detailed maps of the academy with ease. As long as I have this, I can view every corner of the academy and immediately discern the location of whichever classroom I desire. So take that, bitch. Oh, man. I didn't mean to do that. Just snap it right back at her, but that smug look has pissed me off. I'm sorry. So don't worry about me. Armed with my trusty terminal, hey! Ray once again puts her hands around my terminal, causing it to disappear. Hey, why did you do that? Huh, your terminal's so great, why don't you ask it instead? Pounding unhappily, Ray walks towards the edge of the platform. Before I can address her again, I realize that our train finally pulling onto the platform. Ray then enters a carriage ahead of me, putting our conversation on hold as I weave through a crowd of other passengers and board the train at last. Okay, I guess she's mad at me, but that's fine. Now I don't have to have awkward conversations with her. Just kidding. As the train pulls onto the station outside of Amadronia Academy, I'm finally greeted by the sight I have only ever seen in the pictures and recordings. This place is pretty cool. Hold on, let me take a look at it. It's nice. It's very, very nice. Ooh, excuse me. Amadronia Academy. Not a projection, not a photograph, but the real deal. The moment I depart from the carriage, I understand why Amadronia Academy was built in this rather inconvenient location. What, inconvenient? Well, what do you mean by inconvenient? High quality ether, a requirement for any mage serious about furthering their art, is absorbed into my body through my skin. Ooh, I feel tingly. It is a difficult feeling to describe, but for a mage, there's nothing greater. Just as muddy rainwater is incomparable to clean drinking water, so too is the ether surrounding this academy leagues ahead of that found in the city. Compared to the town in which I grew up, this is undoubtedly a location far better suited for the nurturing of a young mage's growth. For all the projections and immersive green scenescapes I've experienced, none of them ever come close to the real thing. There's no way that Amadronia Academy was built here by chance. The purity and density of the ether here is unbelievable. Yeah, even a new student like me can appreciate that fact. If it's here in a place filled with such high quality ether, and so far away from the judgment of ordinary human beings, I have no doubt that I'll be able to perform feats I thought impossible back home. A few walking steps in front of Ray, I enter the academy. Even though there are other people scattered about, for the most part, Ray and I are undisturbed. Seems that existing students are in class, as are their teachers. Okay, it makes sense. The only people wandering around aimlessly right now are the new students, many of whom are feeling whimsical and showing bright smiles as they enjoy the ambiance. Oh, it feels so good to be back here. I'd almost forgotten how mystical this place felt. I refrained from uttering the word ether and lecturing Ray on the reason for that mystical feeling. Instead, I simply nod my head. Well, you're right. This may be my first time here in the flesh, but the feeling Amadronia Academy gives off definitely lives up to the hype. Ray stretches her back and inhales deeply, like one would when lapping up the fresh air of the countryside. Yeah, I did that too when I first moved into, I guess when I first moved in with my aunt, who, well, it's not really like a country town here though, but it's like a small village, I guess you could say. But like this fresh mountain air was like really awesome. Ether is absorbed through the skin and is not something we inhale, so her actions don't actually accomplish anything. I don't know. It's not like when you smell fresh rainwater, before a storm. I think it's something like that, is what she's trying to do. Nevertheless, judging by the pleased expression on her face, the placebo effect may be enough for Ray. So, where to first? We still have half an hour before the opening ceremony. Are you going to the dorm room first, or are you going to socialize? I was thinking I'd just go straight to the auditorium, so I wouldn't get lost and be late. But before that, I'm going to visit the cafeteria. Well, whose hobbies are cooking and food preparation and stuff like that. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Cafeteria, but didn't you just... Before I can remind Ray that she was eating snacks the entire train ride here, I remember the list of her hobbies. See, I remembered them too. As it turns out, she wasn't kidding. Ray is, despite her appearance, a glutton. God damn it. I'm still not happy about the fact that she can just pack down the food here and still keep her figure. It's not fair, man. I'm still gonna say it. It's not fair. Well, have fun. I'm going to take a look around. Okay, see you later. Oh, one more thing before you go. Ray straightens her back and faces me with a smile on her face. I hope we get placed in the same class, Sable. Damn it! It's not fair. You're not supposed to be cute and say that. Son of a bitch. Alright, fine. You're the first person I got to talk to here, so I guess you can be an acquaintance. Ray skips off happily with a slight fringe of red on her cheeks. I guess I must be your first friend or something, I guess. As she quickly disappears from my sight, I don't have the heart to tell Ray that our class listings have already been posted. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna see you. I don't know if I saw her posting and like, well, you know what? Let's not worry about that. Or that we are in separate classes. Excuse me. Without bothering to summon my terminal, I walk around the courtyard outside, heading nowhere in particular. At this point in time, most of the new students are inside, either unpacking their belongings or getting changed for the opening ceremony. As someone who wore their uniform on the train ride over and sent their luggage to the academy ahead of time, I feel no obligation to do the same. You know, because I'm smart. I use my brain. Because I knew I was going to be coming to a school here, so I put on my uniform so I don't have to worry about, getting dressed and looking like a dork. So now this makes it a lot easier for me to, check out the place. For now, my only duty is to familiarize myself with the campus before the opening ceremony begins. And that tree, the third one from the left, is going to be my spot. I'm just saying, I'm just calling that tree. Third from the left. It may seem a bit unsociable of me to avoid everyone like this, but I guess can't be helped. They're all either taking it in the hallway or with their friends or preparing in their rooms anyway. Even if I did make an effort right now, it wouldn't make much of a difference. I should wait until after the ceremony is over before trying to socialize. I'm happy to put off the imminent social activity. I walk through the empty courtyard while feeling justified in my choice. It's not as if I don't want to make friends, I'm just more interested in Amadroni Academy itself right now. Let's take the whole campus in here, and then later on, we can say hi to everybody else here, because if I don't familiarize myself with everything here, I'm just going to be looking weird, and I don't want to be the weird kid. Once I've had a good look around, then I can worry about other people. The Academy's scenescapes didn't do Amadronia any justice at all. This place is nothing like the recordings I've seen. Not that I'm surprised by that. Generally, only fifth-year students are skilled enough to even record a scenescape, let alone a decent one. They'd be too busy with their studies to make anything too elaborate. I should consider myself lucky to have experienced any scenescapes of the Academy at all. Scenescapes. Complete recordings of the sights, smells, and touch and taste of everything which the recorder experiences. Ugh. Okay. Alright, I think I understand. I'd hate to see what he tasted during the during that scenescape. Anyway, scenescapes are often thought of as the magical equivalent of virtual reality technology, cranked all the way up to a brand new extreme. Yeah, if you can smell, touch, taste, and touch. I'm just saying, everything feels completely real. There's no discernible difference between running your hands along the stone wall in the scenescape and doing it in real life. Any experience in one is exactly the same as in the other. To the majority of individuals, there is only one noteworthy difference between experiencing reality and immersing yourself in a scenescape. Put simply, it's the lack of control. I guess that makes sense here, since it's just basically a video camera. As nice as it is to to be able to freely move around and see as I see fit. Walking around for real is pretty tiring. Maybe I should head back earlier than planned. Besides, as interesting as it may be to wander around, I can't afford to fully relax when I know that time isn't on my side. I'll just take a proper look later when I have nothing else to do. Resolving myself to put off further exploration until later, I turn toward the academy in order to return to where I came from. The second I turn around, however, I notice someone blocking my path. Who could that be? I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. So, this is getting interesting here so far. This is a nice story. I think I'm definitely going to be more invested in this here. I definitely liked Ray. She was fun. She was definitely a lot of fun here. I am jelly of her, but let's not worry about that here, though. But I want to go ahead and say thank you, Gamuzumi, for allowing me to enjoy this visual novel here. We're definitely going to get more into this, and I want to know what your thoughts are here. Go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. You know you want to. And in the next episode here, we'll just go ahead and see what is blocking our path. So until the next episode, keep on gaming.